Oh shoot, I closed my window. I shouldn't even be running. I can talk. I forget. Okay, we're starting over again. I had to remove some pertinent information from the boxes like a rookie. All right, so yes, we're back. Everybody's back. Here we go. Now, as I was saying, from Freewing, I've got two models. If you listen to the RC After Hours podcast, you will know what they are already. The very small and compact PT-15 EDF Jet, and of course the 105 Thunderchief. And so I figured rather than doing a video and unboxing, editing, and uploading it, I would actually try the live stream. I'm not sure how the audio is going to work out. I'm not sure how the camera stuff is going to work out because it's all different setup. It's something I may invest some energy and time and money into and improve over time. I'm just looking at the camera, tilt it up. Hopefully we don't knock it offline. There we go. That should be a little tiny bit better. There we go, headroom. Okay, so without further delay, let's start off with the PT-15, which I'm thinking is going to be one of my favorites for the season. Again, these are 64 millimeters. I'm going to use some small FR Sky receivers I have, or I think they're compatible FR Sky receivers, and we're just going to go from there. And obviously 3S 2200s with the XT60s. So here we go. Nice tape. And that, I have to say, is a very small package. That's pretty impressive, actually. Oh man, that is in there tight. You see that? Look at that. Doesn't want to come out. Box away. Look at that. Look how tiny that guy is. So basically, specs. Look at that. Specs back and forth. So it is an EPO foam, 64 millimeter, 5-blade ducted fan, 26, 27, 4500 kV brushes, outboard runner motor, outboard, 30 amp ESC, two 9-gram servos, requires a receiver, and will run anywhere from a 1100 to 1600 milliamp battery. So that's interesting. So I will try it on the 22s, and I do have obviously a whack load of 1300s, which would probably do the job. So without further delay, get rid of this tape, get rid of the cover, and see what this thing looks like. RC Hobbyist Extreme says yes, these are from Motion RC, and if like I said, we just had Alpha and then George Baker, Tired Iron, on the podcast on the weekend, and we were discussing this. Chris and Mike are quite excited to fly theirs. Chris went with the P15, and Mike went home with the Thunderchief. So quite well packaged, very clean. Woo! Manual. And sorry about all the foam popping noise. Spar. I'm not going to probably build anything this evening, but I will unwrap it all. We'll look at it and drool and oogle. So for those wondering, yes, I fully intend on painting my model. Basically, because it's green, and then Chris and I are going to have the same color one. So I'm probably going to do my initial videos with us, and then I will go and with some glue And that's it for the package. Wow, that is a tiny compact package indeed. I will basically go and paint my model up in some unique colors. I did see a couple examples with some nice yellow on the bottom, which would probably work really well for me. So it's good foam. Let's get right to the fuse. Look how clean that is. And I'm already liking the fact I'm seeing a lot of people who are customizing, put little pilots inside the canopies and everything. This probably be kind of fun to get another canopy and then set it up for FPV. So again, very simple setup inside. You've got your throttle for your ESC. Your ESC is pushed into the back nicely. A nice tray for a battery. I do wonder, where's that 2200 gone to? 2200 might work. I'm going to try it. And then obviously a little ventilation. I think you can run optional landing gear, but I don't know why you would. You're just adding a lot of weight. I'm going to get in there with the camera. Woo, don't tap the camera. There we go. Doing this backwards. Look at that. So that's not bad. Nice little aircraft. So there's a little bit of a taped surface, I believe, there for the tail, which is not hinged. I don't have my cutting board on the table tonight, so I got to be careful not to slice everything up. I'm just watching the comments as I open a few things. Nice simple tail piece. It looks like you glue it in, obviously. I'll probably just end up using the foam, my own foam tack. I set that up real clean, real quick. There is a spar, looks like it. One spar between the wing and an extra clip on the end for your aileron controls. And again, this will probably run the exact same mixing that I had set up on little the ME 163, which was an absolute rocket to fly as well. But I've got a feeling this will be even better because you're not dealing with a prop on landing. Now you've obviously got to be careful with an EDF not to suck up too much equipment, or not equipment, but debris. I've yet to do it myself, but I have witnessed the carnage of an F-16 ingesting a rock on the road. Well, there we go. I won't, like I said, I won't spend too much time gluing everything. That'll come later. There's actually two spars, so I'm going to think there's a forward. Actually, no. I know what this is. Aha. Okay. There is a forward and back spar. This area's got some tape on it. You relieve the tape. You glue that down. Stick the spar through. That's kind of nice to have because if you have any rough landings on the tail section, they tend to take a bit of a hit. And then the other long spar is for the wing. And you have to feed your servo wire through the hole into the side pocket and up and find it at your receiver. Like I said, I'm going to run a little tiny clone that I have, and we'll see how that all sets up and what the range is and everything. I ran the same receiver in my 163 and I didn't have any problems, so I'm thinking I will get away with it in this aircraft as well. Actually, before I run the wings through, I am going to check them all and flex them, but what we'll do real quick is make a little noise. Oh, God. That works. Works really well. Well, someone's Brian Chalmers is saying thank you for coming on this evening. This is something new. I don't normally do a live stream. It turned out to be a lot more complex to wire everything up than I realized, but I'm here now and having some fun. So there we go. That's the little 115 or P115, the little Lippy. We're going to have a little fun with this, I think. Like I said, I'm going to get assembled. I'm going to do my review video with it. I'm going to have some fun, and then I'm going to probably apply some color, or I may even paint the whole thing. Alpha from Motion RC has been really encouraging me to break out the airbrush and, you know, stop being so tender with my foam models and get in there. So there we go, the little 115. So I'm going to put this guy aside. We'll finish this off before the weekend, and then we'll be able to go and do a review video and fly it, and you'll see Chris's reviews when he gets back. And obviously come the end of May, when I'm down in Ohio with Chris and Mike, we will be flying our little 64mm EDFs. And as we said in the podcast, I suspect these are one of these aircraft that you almost get a secondary radio for, and then you just, you know, not necessarily leave it in the car, but just have it running ready to, you know, to go at any point during the weekend or during the week. So there's a delay between the audio is hilarious. I love yeah. All right, I will have to work on that. The reason for that is the camera does not let me put the audio directly into it, so I'm running it into the computer, and obviously there's a bit of a delay in the video, and I do apologize for that. That probably means this will be unsuitable to repost after this, which is unfortunate. So I guess Andre's going to invest in some technology. Give me a second here and see if I can fix that. Oh well, I don't have a solution for the delay. I apologize. We'll try the next one. So it is what it is, unfortunately. So I'm just not going to save the video, and we'll move on and we'll do the next unboxing. You'll just have to be patient and live with it, I suppose. So there's the 115. Now we're going to very quickly look at the Thunderchief. Ooh, Flies Flyer. Flies Flying wants to know my opinion on the Tundra versus Timber. So last summer we had a really good chance between myself and Chris flying the Tundras to compare to Mike's Timber, and both aircraft both of them are brilliant in what they do. So the Timber is definitely more of a race car. Sorry, the Tundra. The Timber has definitely got a little bit more mass to it, but slowed down really well due to the vortex generators on the top and the leading front slats and everything. And it's also a little bit heavier of an aircraft. So myself and Chris could like run laps around, especially we could run laps around